we don't also want to leave all the good things that we've done in Ramadan for another Ramadan. You know, we want to build whatever habits we've built in Ramadan, we want them to continue afterwards so that the next time Ramadan comes along, we're stepping up. It's a different level. We're not still following or having the same challenges that we were the previous Ramadan. So it's always a period of self-assessment. You self-assess to see how you're going. What is it that you want to do to get yourself to another level? What is it that you need to do to change things up? My name's Sohret. I'm a Muslim women's empowerment coach. I support women to make changes in terms of their life, in terms of what, to find and fulfill their passion or their dream, to use their skills, their abilities, their unique capacity in a way that is pleasing to Allah. So that's my primary thing that I do. I'm also a mum of 3 kids, alhamdulillah. What I'd like to share tonight is in terms of, obviously Ramadan is coming up and it's a beautiful time of the year, in terms of restoring and reconnecting ourselves with, Allah. Obviously that's the most important thing of Ramadan. Sometimes we can go into periods of time in our life or without a clear focus and without a clear purpose. And what happens is that we basically get busy without a purpose. So it's just called busy work. There's nothing substantial to it. And when we set goals and we have a purpose to what we're doing, things are a lot easier. One of the things that I recommend to sisters in terms of Ramadan is to understand what your purpose is in terms of Ramadan, what it is that you want to get out of. So imagine that you are standing at the Eid prayer. So it's the Eid prayer and everyone's buzzing and everything's really exciting and you've had these beautiful 29 or 30 days of loveliness. What is it that you want to feel grateful to Allah for? What is it that you want to be going, okay, I did my best for this purpose? Sometimes our purpose, actually most of the time our purpose comes from whether it's a Quran, ayah of the Quran or a hadith of Prophet ﷺ. In the Quran and the hadith, there's many references to why we fast Ramadan. What is it that we want to attain from Ramadan? And taqwa and forgiveness and things like this. And one of the hadiths that I love to bits is the hadith of the 3 amins, where the Prophet ﷺ, he ascends the minbar and he says Amin, and he says Amin and Amin, and the companions ask him what he says Amin to. And one of those things is, he says Amin to is, may the person who sees Ramadan and doesn't earn the forgiveness of Allah, may they be not in a good place. And I love that because, subhanAllah, it shows us very clearly. That's just one example of how it shows us very clearly the purpose of Ramadan is to strive and do your utmost best to gain because the opportunity for us is there. We're humans, we sin all the time, we make mistakes, we make errors, things happen to us, and the opportunity is there for us to get the forgiveness of Allah. If our intention is pure and we do the things that will get us that, inshallah, whatever that might be. So once we know our purpose, it's easy then to determine what it is that you're going to do to get there. So, for example, and the beauty of Islam is that we have so many different ways to earn the forgiveness of Allah. Whether it is that you want to have the intention to fast every day, or whether it is the intention that you want to stand up in night prayers every single night, or whether it is that you want to feed a family every day. Whatever it is, we have so many opportunities and avenues to gain that forgiveness, to work towards the forgiveness of Allah. So to be really clear on your purpose, that's the first thing. And then to be really clear on what it is that you're going to do. Because, subhanAllah, we all have the same 24 hours. And we want to be able to utilize those daytime hours, because they are short for us, to be able to do those good deeds. So as women, we obviously have other responsibilities, whether they're our children, other extended family, whatever it might be. So to be really clear on what it is that you're going to do to get there, to get to that journey. So if you're thinking about standing at the Eid prayer, you're thinking, what is it, those actions that you're so grateful to Allah that He gave you the opportunity to do? That's the second thing. The third thing is to fill your day, to structure your day, and really, subhanAllah, If we thought about it, we would try and do this all the time. So fill your day with that which is the must-dos. So for example, your must-dos, obviously your 5 daily prayers, and centering your life around your 5 daily prayers obviously is the best thing to do. And even, when we're talking to our kids, get them used to knowing that, we're going to do this after Asr or after Maghrib or whatever it is, so they know that comes and then this action comes. So if you fill your time up with the things that you must do, so obviously we must pray our 5 daily prayers, and then the things that are your responsibility, that you can't really forgo. For example, feeding your kids, you got to feed your kids. Especially if you've got little ones, they still got to eat. Alhamdulillah. And then you put in those deeds that you want to do that are extra for you. So things that you want to work towards consistently to earn the forgiveness of Allah. For example, if that's your purpose in fasting Ramadan. The other thing to remember is that there are going to be times and days where we're going to have a lot more energy, and there's going to be times that we're not going to be so motivated. And the thing about knowing your purpose is that when you know your purpose and you're clear on your purpose, it's that motivation to keep going, because you remember what your purpose is.
الآن فخير الوقت الآن يحين بادر واستبق الخير ستسعد ذاك يقين وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى هنا أعمالنا وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى هنا